Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory, where last time we completed that box, which houses our Update 6 weapons factory, which includes cluster nobelisks, scatter rebar, and of course, nuclear weapons. Which of course we have practically zero of because of last time's shenanigans. And with our destructive tendencies satisfied for now, let's work on the constructive ones and finish up the weapons factory's decorations, so it's not just like a floating box. And also today, I really want to go through our main factory here. I want to tidy things up, change the look a bit, maybe add in some extra pizzazz. Because we're obviously working here a lot, and I'd prefer if it looked a little bit better and more so complete. I have a bunch of crazy ideas on how we're gonna go about that. So remember to subscribe and leave a like, and let's begin. So we are gonna start with the weapons factory here because it's partially complete. A lot of the details are actually already done. We just have to build in like the foundation and a couple other little things. Like this here, this is supposed to be a feature that goes up and over the build. As you'll see in a little bit, it's gonna tie everything together here. First, we just bring it up. Then we're gonna bring it over. Then we'll angle it over the side here to give it a little bit more shape. And that will tie in with the foundation. Because now we kind of have this giant concrete piece that goes up and over the entire build. And then we can have it go down and into this cliff now. And we'll try and kind of follow the pattern of what we've done in our other builds, where we kind of try and have the foundation grip the ground. And besides that, we're gonna work on the interior a bit, and we're just gonna try and make things walkable, because that's kind of another little low-key goal of mine, is to have a very walkable factory. Also, it's a good backup thing in case our power goes out for whatever reason, which will never happen, right? Of course, no. Yeah, we can bring that pathway out here, and have a staircase maybe, that goes to all the floors there. And then of course we have to have all the walls. And maybe not just walls though, like we could have another kind of concrete feature on this side. So we'll have like a vertical pillar that'll go up and meet up with the other one we just built. And that should add a little bit of depth. So yeah, that kind of added something, but clearly not enough. The staircase thing kind of ran into some problems because of, you know, the belts in the way, but I might still try and figure that out. And then the foundation, I tried to complete it. And it's built? I don't know though, guys. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to put it. It just doesn't look good. I guess it's like the main gist. Like, I have the angles and we follow the patterns that I have for the rest of the base, but it's just not it. This is kind of why today I really want to do some ambitious changes, I think. Because I've had a lot of inspiration for how we've gone about this entire area. It mainly stems from this picture here, that's posted on the Satisfactory Reddit, mixed with this idea from Destiny 2's villains, the Vex, where things kind of look monolithic and kind of alien. And at least for what we have built here, I'm really just getting like a spaceship kind of vibe. I can't, oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell you something that you can't unsee. It's a fish. The window up there I put in, that's an eye. We have the little mouth that's eating all of like the materials, and then that's like the rest of the fish. And the red part is like the colors. Oh, I've made a fish. I can't believe I've done this. Yeah, no, this has to be completely changed. I'm gonna wipe out kind of our patterns that we've been doing at the bottom of bases, and we're gonna do something different. I think we're gonna try and make it like more bricky. Like, I like brutalism, and bricky is brutalism. So let's just get rid of the angles. No more angles, none of that. Yeah, let's get some of this going. We bring this out, we zoop it over, and just make stuff flat. This is kind of what I mean. Like just alternating places where it's like blocks are falling down onto the terrain. So no more curves, just big blocks. And I've tried to make it like a very uneven kind of design, where even the blocks are going into the main build itself. And I kind of expanded on the idea by having extra little pillars kind of reaching up just outside of the wall. Kind of how we did on this side of the build, where we have this extra pillar going up. Oh, good news too. I got that staircase in up there. So now the whole place is very, very walkable. Or it is walkable. But I think that's mostly it for our weapons factory. Maybe. I am sure though, it is time for a dramatic upgrade to the main base. Like, low key, I might just completely destroy the entire thing and rebuild it. Not like the guts in like the storage room, but like the exterior, like get rid of all the walls and do it over again. At least that's kind of where I'm at, because I like this idea so much more. Let's start a little bit more rationally though, and let's just convert the lower portion down here to the more blocky design that I've now developed. So essentially just getting rid of all these curves and adding in a little bit more Lego brick kind of design. Also, I might be going a little extreme with this makeover, but man, we're probably gonna spend at least another $1,000 in this world, and I want this base to be like the best looking base we ever build. Like, we have the tools. Update 5 especially added in so much. So I want this to be perfect. Oh yeah, this is it. This is what we've wanted the whole time. It's beautiful. Look at all the blocky, brutalist architecture. Oh, I've gone around the whole place and redone it all. It's so good. This is so much better. And also, I can verbalize the idea more. It's more, I want concentrated details. Whereas before, a lot of the base was very much so just like stuff everywhere. I just want little details in a few places. And that'll be much better. So as a very perfect highlight is the new front piece of the base here. The front of the shield, I don't know what to call it. But just this little part right in front where it has the beams. But it just adds that one thing that the plain concrete needs. And now we just have to work on the top part of the base. So like I was saying earlier, I'm not opposed to destroying everything. I think the only thing I truly love is the storage room. The storage room is a masterpiece. The rest, I don't know. Especially like this front part. Like looking into the base and seeing all the machines, it's cool, it's detailed, but it feels very season 3. We have technology nowadays. We have screens. And I think I have a way better idea for how we can redesign the front there. So let me set up like a quick demo of what I mean. So first, we're gonna make a giant stone wall, right? And we're gonna have a little weird and small gap in between, built using the catwalks. So if you didn't know, you can attach like a lot of different stuff to catwalks to kind of make things off grid. So we have like this foundation that's like in the middle of these two. Plus you can go even further with this kind of idea with the road barriers. They're like a personal favorite of mine, where you can just place them at very weird angles and degrees. And then you can get like super weird shapes going. So by doing that, we can make intricate kind of patterns with walls. Then we'd get screens, like the big O screens, and give them kind of a very shiny look. Similar to the settings that we have in our storage room where it looks like everything's all neon. Then if we do that on the large scale, things can start to look very, very interesting. Huh? What do you think? So that's kind of like the very, very super basic idea of giant concrete walls with random like divots in it where you can see through at massive screens. And we can even take this like a step further, because if we actually use walls instead, at least in some areas, we can use the smaller walls to make more intricate details. So we get rid of that. Same deal, just have a screen behind there. And then somehow making like a small space in between, like right here. We'll use the road barrier and we'll try and build a wall on top. Oh yeah, there we go. And that will go up. We'll clip the walls together, and so long as they're concrete and far away, should look interesting. And we blast this with the neon look. And this is what I'm after, guys. We can make shapes out of the light and concrete. So using this very basic idea, we can make like a circuit board pattern of light just behind these pillars here. So we're gonna block off the machines, I'm pretty much decided. And then we're gonna make that crazy like light fixture in behind it. So I gotta be honest with you guys, this idea is the best. It will look absolutely incredible, but please do yourself a favor and do not attempt it. This took forever. Hours and hours and hours and hours of just the nitpickiest building just to get all the lines in the proper places, to get the proper spacing all the way up. It is unbelievably difficult to do this. Do not attempt unless you're actually insane. Now that we're pretty much done, I gotta see this with the screens and everything. So you tell me, was it worth it at the end of the day? Hell yeah. Abso-freaking-lutely. This is so much better. In fact, I like it so much so that this is now the new main front design for the whole base. Oh yeah, that's it. This is the kind of monolith look that I've always wanted for this base. It's incredible. It's gonna cause so much lag. I don't care. Plus, I went around the rest of the base and I kind of made a couple modifications too. Mostly, I tried to rip out a lot of the detail, at least that I could. So there's some stuff on the concrete there, got rid of that. Tried to build up a bit to figure out some patterns. And I've added in more beams, just to kind of tie different aspects of the build together. So we have like the concrete going to this super detailed wall. Now we have the beams over top to kind of bring it together. And then just around the rest, kind of the same mentality, just getting rid of what I could and adding in small details where they'd fit. And at this point, I just want to complete the whole base. I'm tired of not having a roof. I'm tired of flying in and seeing all this spaghetti. No, I want the whole base tower completed. And of course that doesn't mean we're gonna add in like a bunch more factories and stuff and make all the space elevator parts. No, none of that. I just want the exterior done. So when we're flying in, we see this base in all its beauty. Now the masterpiece is complete. Obviously, again, the interior's not, but the exterior is, and it's incredible. It's everything I always hoped and dreamed that this base would be. By the way, sorry for skipping around so much in this video and like boop and stuff, but it's easier if I just show you. It's very hard to explain ideas and concepts. So, check it out. The new base. That's it, baby. That's it. So I went super heavy with the concrete and steel at the top parts here, trying to follow the philosophies I've been trying to describe, where there's not a lot going on, but when there is detail, it's like really neat. Like this little indent into the factory wall there, or just leaving extra space so that details stand out even more. Though to be fair, it still is pretty plain, but we are gonna fill up this whole place with factories and stuff like that, so there's gonna be belts running around everywhere, and we'll find ways to add in more detail later on. But for now, objective complete. The main obelisk base is done with its crown up top there with more lights and pillars. And I could not be more happy about it. And I hope you guys like it as well. However though, that's gonna be all for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you for watching, but have a fantastic rest of your day and bye-bye.